Hello there, it's King Boomer. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a part 3 of something I've done before. This is Carl versus Steve, all the insults. So if you've seen the first 2 parts, you know this is a good video. Obviously I can't do it in a whole video. I've been doing it in increments because, you know, the entire video is an hour and 43 minutes long, and, you know, can't be doing that. The only time I do a video that long is when we do the podcast. But I'm going to be reacting to their podcast that they did all those years back. So Carl's probably got his A game ready. Steve's probably got his A game ready. Let's get into it. Let's see how we go.
Is this sort of sweet little buffoon, almost childlike in his ways. You know what I mean? Like Charlie Brown after some sort of head injury, and now he's coming back like that, having a go, not caring about voiceover work. It's like, because Heat have written about him a couple of weeks, it's like he thinks he's better than you in some way.
I do care though. You're out of order saying that, right? Carl, I've sorted you out with tickets for stuff.
He doesn't turn up to.
Carl, I received a phone call. You deleted the message offering me voiceover work. You're as bad as my agent. I'm appalled by it.
I'm talking about this again.
At least his agent, when he does it, is losing himself money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got no comeback. You're still sweet, and to have a go is you've got a mank whine. Right,
voice
like a cartoon Gallagher brother on Coronation Street. I mean, and Steve's. I mean, yes, Steve does sound like a Wurzel, but that doesn't. Do you know what I mean? What about Jethro? Jethro does well. Jethro gets on Des O'Connor anytime he wants.
Just has to phone Des up,
and he's on there, and he's whining like a Wurzel as well. So, you know, to say that is a rubbish.
All right. Apart from that, then what else have I done that's wound you up?
Well, that's a good starting point, because you haven't even apologised.
No, it's a shock, because that's the first time I've let you down, and I didn't really let you down because I passed on the message.
You didn't. Well, we've been through it. You didn't pass on the message. Saying I deleted a message for you is not passing on the message. I mean, I just think what's happened is that you've got a little bit of celebrity now from the show. I mean, I've seen you being recognised in pubs and stuff, or people have come up and they said, "Are you Carl?" because they've seen Ricky. Now, it just seems to me that you are not keeping yourself grounded. You are just, you cannot deal with fame. You've not got the intelligence to cope with the celebrity, and you're just becoming an ego-driven monster.
Now it's getting.
It scares me, Carl. You're not the man I remember.
Look, I put a lot of work into this on Saturday. This isn't even my proper job, right? Where were you in the week?
Oh, he's got you there.
What?
Where were you in the week? I said let's meet up, let's, you know, come up with some new features and that. Where were you?
Carl, you phoned me about an hour before you wanted to meet. That is not what I would call. I mean, that is arrogance right there.
That's the way I work.
That's arrogance right there. That's ego right there.
He couldn't go. When I came in, he said, "Where's Steve?" I said, "Steve can't make it." I had to tell him why. Steve was staying in to tidy up because his landlady was coming. This he couldn't get over. He could not get over that you couldn't make it because you had to stay with your landlady. He talked about it for about the hour when we were working.
What are you talking? Last week I had a bad throat. You wouldn't tolerate that.
Last week when you had a bad throat. Where were you? Why couldn't we do any work then? Because you're at home with your mum and your dad.
You were on holiday, weren't you?
Why didn't you get your mum and your dad to clean the flat?
Oh, he's done it again. He's done you again, mate. Play a record.
How has he done me? What? They live in Bristol.
yeah, the joke's
Oh,
on you.
Ricky kills me.
To clean the flat.
I don't know who's laughing at who now.
Right, listen.
Can we just go back to laughing at Carl?
Okay.
Because I know where we stand there.
Okay, alright.
Do you want to,
that's the natural order of things.
I know, yeah.
The world's gone topsy-turvy.
he's stepped out of the pecking order.
Right, well, someone who I don't let down, right, are the listeners of this show. Do you want to read out the prizes for Rockbusters? We'll get that one in.
Oh, we're not doing Rockbusters again, are we?
Yeah.
Well, it was a shambles last week. We cancelled it 2 weeks ago.
He mentioned Rockbusters. You guys have mentioned that a few times. Post in the comments if there's a link to like all the Rockbusters video. Post that in the comments, and then maybe I'll save that for another session or style like this thing where I break it up into increments, because I bet there's a lot of them. But anyway,
what?
It just, I mean, there you are right there, Rick. I mean, both you and I, and let's be honest, we're the guys with our names on the poster.
I know,
It's supposed to be your show, and
our faces.
exactly, and yet
we have to be on tube stations with people laughing at us.
Yeah, well, they're not laughing at me, really. They're saying it was a good
I don't
idea.
know. What do you think people think of the poster, Carl? Seriously.
Uh,
No, I don't want to know his opinion. He's just gonna do the same thing. My point is this,
he was
Rick.
looking at you.
My point is this, Rick. We used to be able to decide what the content of this show was.
I know.
Now it's him. It's just him. He wants to do Rockbusters. He gets to do it.
I know, and it's awful, but like Tourette's Trent D'Arby. Not only is that offensive, it doesn't work as a clue.
Saying that, have you come up with anything for this week?
What's the prizes?
I'll read out the prizes. We've got.
Next one.
I went out with drink with Carl in the week, and we went to a restaurant, didn't we, Carl?
good night.
And we sat there, and next to me, when Carl came, next to me was what's his name? Ross Kemp. And he was sitting there, and I saw Carl, and I tapped him on the shoulder, Ross Kemp, and I pointed at Carl and I said, "It's nice to see you two back together again."
Nice.
And Carl was horrified. But Carl didn't know that I'd already spoken to him before Carl arrived.
Yeah,
so I thought it was okay. I thought I could break the ice because I'd met him before.
Sure.
So he just thought I was insulting him. And in the week we were talking about his little head, weren't we, Carl? And Carl suddenly stopped the conversation and said, "If I had hair, what would we be talking about now?" I think he had enough of everyone talking about it. He looked good though. It's a special little do. He had it sort of, cropped a little bit more. I like it when he's just freshly had it done.
Mm.
Do you know? Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you, Steve? If you're somewhere, say if you sat somewhere, does someone sort of, is he anyone else who you look like, or would you say you're a bit of a one-off?
I love these two.
But to be fair, to be fair, he seems to be having to go at me an awful lot more than I do at him now. I mean, he just starts it. He starts it out of nowhere.
I think his is sort of a get back for the way you treat him as a producer, not
But he's not a producer. If he produced the show, I wouldn't have a reason to criticise.
I think this is it. Oh,
But seriously, I mean, it really winds me up though, because it started as a joke, but now it's abuse.
Yeah. He got annoyed at Heat because it said Carl producer, well, not so much a producer as just a bald mank, and he went, "Can they say that?
Yeah.
Can they say that?"
See, that's a magazine, an independent publication that's identified what exactly it is you do.
Yeah.
There we go then, go on, bring it on, because here we go, he's looking at me, I know he's thinking, I can hear the cogs.
I'm not
working.
thinking anything.
It's
No, that is true. Never a true word. Play a record.
Ricky. Oh,
This
man.
is what the phone message he left me Wednesday on my mobile. But just is chatting about certain things that are going on at the moment. What he does need to know. Duncan, who mentions, is my agent, and you understand a few other things. But this is the sort of message I get from Carl, right? Whinger.
Old messages.
Oh, God.
Alright. 12:10, Wednesday. Just getting loads of people calling me all the time about shit. Yesterday, DVDs signing for BBC London. I don't work there, but I've been dragged into that. I've got a woman on leaving a message from Talk TR going on about, do you want to go and see Pop Idol again? Alright? They're just saying you and some listeners can go. So I'm sure you'll love that. I've got Jim Benner wanting you to introduce the Tin Buckets at the Astoria. So can you just let Duncan know that I'm doing his job whilst he's sat on his arse with his thumb firmly up his arse? Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
Message left.
So,
12.
It's actually not that funny, but because it's Carl, it becomes that funny. Oh man, Carl got really mad in that phone message. Oh God.
With his thumb firmly up his arse. Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
Message left.
do
12.
you know what I mean?
I know, but that's the kind of phone message he's leaving. Do you remember who he was before you...
But he's even annoyed that he gets a phone call. I remember he got a phone call for you to do a voiceover and didn't pass it on. You missed a voiceover. That was thousands of pounds.
No, I did pass it on though. I told you.
You
I
did,
said
you said someone had phoned.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But who's that?
Well, she didn't say, and I didn't ask. But
Of course
it's not my
she
job to do it.
said.
She didn't say.
Rubbish.
So you didn't take the number down? She went, oh, could you tell Steve to call me? And you went, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just thought you'd know her already. I should have known. It was a woman, so I should have known.
He's having a go, you see?
Unbelievable. I don't know how it's come back on me. You're the one who was picking on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. I'm defending. Why is he having a go at
He
you?
never
Because
picks on Ricky because he knows you are his bread and butter. Seriously, you know what I mean? The only reason he's got Mondays off is because you're still doing this show.
yeah.
That's why he's scared of you. That's why he's like, he has a go at you on the phone, but he always picks on me because he knows, you know, I'm a pushover, I'm a nice guy. He's scared of you. I can't believe, I don't know how it works.
Is that true?
Steve, I'm always sorting you out. I look after you.
I'm not
Sort you
saying
out
you
with
don't,
tickets.
but
I
I'm not
sort
saying
of
you
get
don't, but
lager
I've got
out.
you today. Why are you picking on me?
What do you mean you're sorting about tickets and lager? What's this?
Right, whenever you want tickets.
Yeah, it's alright.
I don't want to use this as like moaning time and that because I don't like to moan. I'm busy and that, right? But I've sorted you out tickets for gigs,
Yeah.
right?
What somebody doesn't even turn up to.
Yeah, we won't even go on about that,
Yeah.
right? Lager,
He was sorting out the Cure, he complained it was boring.
yeah. There was that big drum of lager that you had, and you said, "Oh, put that in your room for me,
Yeah.
because I don't want to carry it home." Right?
Lazy.
So I said, "All right, then I'll put it in my room." It goes missing, it gets nicked. Then you have a go at me because it got nicked.
Yeah.
I get you another one. You make me carry it around town for you for half an hour. Then you say, "Oh, I can't be bothered taking it home. Can you take it back to work for me?"
Yeah. But interestingly, this is like a year ago, so it's obviously it's still pressing on you.
Oh,
is it?
hang on, and I forgot the one when we had an argument over 50p. When we went
You
out
didn't
for a
want to
coffee.
give me 50p back that you owed me.
That was the same day you'd given him about 40 quid worth of lager.
But see, this is my problem. This was my point at the time. It's not the 50p in terms of money is not what's important. The fact that you think you don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p, that was the point at stake. It's me who makes the decision. Oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you. It's only 50p. I'm not going to give it to you. Do you know what I mean? It's gotta be wrong.
50p. Okay, that's a new term for my UK followers that are watching this. 50p. I guess that would be like cents here in the United States. I'm not sure. But you know, quids and pounds is one thing, but p. It seems to me like that would be cents because, I mean, Carl's basically saying, you know, why would you whine about me owing you 50p, which would be like 50 cents. If somebody owed me 50 cents, I'd be like, yeah, who cares? Don't worry about it. But Steve seems pretty upset about it. But yeah, let me know in the comments about that.
You don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p. That was the point at stake. It's me who makes the decision. Oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you. It's only 50p. I'm not going to give it to you. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be rules, otherwise it's chaos, Carl. Come on, mate. All
I
right?
don't want to fall out about
No,
it.
that's not right. Shall we kiss and make up? Do you want to
No,
do
it's
that?
alright.
Yeah. Well, should we play a little record and come back to this? Because
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up
I know.
as the monster.
I know.
Bit of R.E.M.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty upset about
Do
that
you know what Steve
50p.
said when he saw that car?
Go on.
He said it has captured Carl.
What do you mean?
Well, you just look utterly gormless. In the pictures. It's captured brilliant. You know how like a good photographer can do that? You can capture the essence of something. That's good stuff.
It's best if
That was a short one.
Well, we're not going to leave it. We're going to get you on the poster.
I mainly have to see myself on videotape this morning. That's
Oh,
put me
I
more
showed
off.
him, the animal show I did, the show.
Yes.
I'm doing a video, and I did behind the scenes footage, and I've got you've seen it, haven't you?
I feel a bit of Carl on there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
It's lovely. He can't believe it. He said, "Is it playing slow?" 'Cause he's so slow. When I come into the office, going, "All right." That's how you
On my
talk.
head as well. I look like I'm looking into a spoon. I'm not happy with it.
I just think that if we're willing if Ricky's willing to use his celebrity profile for the sake of the show,
Yeah.
I'm willing to look like a, let's say a fairly handsome, kind of cool customer. I think the very least, Carl, is that you appear on there as well. You could dress up smart.
Are you worried that you'll look the worst out of all three of us?
Who am I standing next to? I'm next to Steve. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah.
I like the way it's so predictable. You pull the string because you know what it is. It's like
You pull the string.
I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington. Still arguing. This time about having help from your mum and dad. What do you think, Carl?
No, I'm not. I don't want this to turn into some sort of wacky type thing where we're pretending we're arguing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not pretending.
We're not pretending. You are.
Yeah, I know what people will think we're messing about.
Oh,
right?
that wouldn't have thought so.
We just need to. We can talk about it later. Sort it out.
Yeah. It's just that Carl's a little bit stressed,
I'm not stressed, but
and he doesn't really understand that. You know, me and Steve have got lots of different jobs in the week. He's just got one job.
Yeah.
But
And we sort of rely on people getting messages to us, you know, as soon as they get them, you know.
Oh, he's talking
not
about
sort of
it
deleting them from their
again.
phone selfishly. Just things like that, you know, people being on the ball. Not just thinking about themselves all the time, not just thinking about number one.
what do you think, Carl?
whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever.
Don't get all maudlin again. Just having a little discussion. Yeah, this will annoy you. Guess what? Look, think of this, you little slaphead twat. Apparently, that's sewn his arse. Right, apparently, women can get bald treatment on the National Health Service, but men can't. What do you think of that? Do you think that's fair?
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
We should point out that Carl is, would you say balding?
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Well, either that or a wide parting.
Okay, that's a good place to stop. Okay. I hope when I do more of these in the future that Steve brings up the 50p again. He got so mad about that. And the phone call that Carl didn't relay to Steve was in the in previous snippets from this compilation of the insults between Carl and Steve. So that was really funny too. And once again, Ricky's like quick little throwaway insults and his laugh is so contagious. Some of you guys have said I've got a contagious laugh, but I don't think anybody's, if that is true, nobody's laugh is as contagious as Ricky's. I'll put money on that one. I mean, every time he laughs, it takes everything in me to not laugh. So, yeah, that was great. I'm probably gonna, because I've done these parts like weeks apart, but I'm probably gonna follow up with this and truck on through and get through these because they're really good. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. It's King Boomer. Be on the lookout for more reaction videos, and be on the lookout for Queen Boomer. There's a video I put up 2 days ago where she's feeding Tarpon. I am too, but it's she's the star of the show. She's also the star of the channel, as many of you guys have pointed out. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Love you guys.